back page of The Sun. There's actually a lot of coverage on Harry Maguire today. We'll get to that soon.
He wants to leave, by all accounts. I'm looking at the Mail as well. They're saying if he doesn't get game time, that's it, I'm going now.
Yeah, that's the headline. Back page of the Mail. Harry quits threat. Maguire says he will leave United if he doesn't get more game time. I'm not going to sit here all my life and play once a month. If it carries on, I'm sure myself and the club.
Because he's not young now, is he? Why would you just take the money and not play? You've got to enjoy yourself.
But he had that opportunity.
I know.
I believe for West Ham.
Something's happened. Something's obviously happened now.
But you agreed at the time that he shouldn't have taken the wage cut because he'd agreed with that with Manchester United. You felt that he should have actually sat there and made sure that he got his money's worth at United instead of taking the cut.
I'd have moved to West Ham if I was Harry. No, I would have done. I'd have moved.
I wonder if it will happen come January as well. And there's a lot of positivity towards Harry Maguire as well. Also, back page of The Sun, I'm a big boy mum. This is, of course, when his mum spoke out on social media saying that the treatment that he gets is disgusting. Nice picture of them on the back page of The Sun. Back page of The Mirror. Thanks, Bex. Of course, Maguire told talkSPORT yesterday that David Beckham gave him a phone call and said, stick at it. Your career's been phenomenal. You're doing really well. And back page of The Times going for coverage on the World Cup for the rugby. Smith to start and bold call to lift England. But let's talk about Wayne Rooney.
Farrell play, won't he?
Farrell is playing.
Yeah, he's got to play.
He's in at number 10. We'll get to that later on as well in the show. Rooney's ruse level best. Wayne Rooney has vowed to take Birmingham to the Premier League after returning to English football. Jack Rosser saying that in The Sun today.
I like Wayne, by the way. Listen, I got to know Wayne. Couple of interviews, and when you sit down with him and chat with him, he loves his football, by the way. He does. This is not a case of what we're going to do next. No.
Did you get that from your inside source at Manchester United?
I am not talking about that, Gab. I'm not talking about
You went viral yesterday, by the way.
a little thing like that.
Went everywhere.
Wee Stewie came in and told me. He looks like death warmed up, by the way, Stewie. I said, you go home to bed and stay there. What?
Not nice.
He does. He looks like death warmed
Just
up.
worked a full night shift.
A full night shift. You see the stadium. He's walking about with his hoodie up going, oh.
What 5 nights overnight will do you in talkSPORT.
Let him go home and sleep.
It's cold in that studio as well that they sit in. Going back to Wayne Rooney, he's 37 years old. It feels like he's been around so much longer as well. But the requirements of Rooney at Birmingham, they're currently in the playoff place. His first game's going to be against Middlesbrough on the 21st of October. They're 16th in the table. There can't be any slip-ups considering Eustace was doing so well.
Yeah, the problem Rooney's got is that half the fan base aren't happy with the appointment and the sacking of Eustace. They see it as...
Well, they don't like Wayne there.
No, they see it as like, oh, you got Tom Brady there, you're bringing in this star manager when
Big
the manager in there now is doing well. They're 16 in the table.
Yeah, but what if Tom Brady and his associates bring in loads of money?
Which is...
And Wayne can get to work with it.
No, of course.
You mentioned a couple of these old Man United teammates.
But
they come in, that's a start.
But the pressure's on Noel because... the manager leaving and they're in 6th place. Rooney has to get them in the playoffs.
Well, the pressure's on, but he's used to pressure.
No, of course.
He was top class, wasn't he? So he's used to pressure. I hope he does well. It's not easy. It doesn't mean because you're a great player doesn't mean you say you're a great manager.
Exactly. We're going to talk about that later on, actually. The big Hollywood names coming in because you were so successful as a player in the Prem.
Yes.
Does that mean you'll be a successful manager in the Championship, the EFL and the Premier League? Let's talk about Ange Postecoglou. Speaking about maybe understated names who are doing so well in the Prem. He's in the Times today. I'll never return to broken Aussies. Tom Allnutt saying this. Of course, England play Australia tomorrow in a friendly. It's going to be live for you on talkSPORT tomorrow night. He resigned from the National Post of Australia 6 years ago after becoming disillusioned when he saw a lack of ambition from those in charge. I think these quotes will upset some Aussies today because when I was in Australia for the Women's World Cup, they love Ange out there. He went on to say, when you look at the Matildas, to reach the World Cup semi-finals, unbelievable, but you won't see an influx of resources to the game. You won't, I guarantee it. Our success didn't make an impact back there. It was kind of frustrating. And maybe that's just me, not being cynical, but I gave up that fight. It's much easier space for me to live in now because I was so frustrated for so long at Australia.
It's difficult because, if you're picking Australian players who play in Europe or anywhere else, fine, but their league is not strong enough. I played over there when I was done, right? I played over there and enjoyed it, but there was a lot of the players were ex-Greek or Yugoslav and ex-pros who went out there for maybe a better way of life and played. They could still play. But it's not like the Prem. It's not like Serie A. It's not like
But a lot of players
Bundesliga.
go there and
it's
then
difficult.
come back. Charlie Austin, he went there, didn't last long there, did he? He come back, signed for Swindon. So
also, it's like it's not their first sport, so it might be quite hard to compete for headlines and respect out there on sports radio stations.
But one thing I would say about the Aussies, because of the weather they have, they're big, strong. You know, there was a time, I don't know what's happened. Swimming, they used to win everything, didn't they? Olympics and stuff, and then it went a bit quiet. But you look at Aussie rules, look at cricket. You know, whatever, you know, their athletes are strong, and they're strong people as well in their mind. You know, when it comes to sport, they're strong. Yeah. So maybe he's frustrated that he couldn't turn that into success for football,
which is fair. And he was great for Celtic. He's doing well now for Spurs. So
Alan didn't know who he was when he signed for Celtic.
I know, I didn't.
Neither did I. Yeah. No. None of us.
Al
did.
wasn't nice about him.
Hello.
Ange Kajagugu. We're all of them.
Hello, Brain of Britain. So you knew who he was, did you?
I knew he'd done a good job.
You're talking out your dirty air.
We have to break.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.